welcome back to Honey Hands Kitchen. I hope you're doing well. Today we are making oven baked jollof rice. Yes, this is goat meat jollof rice that has been baked in the oven. So guys, please stay with me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe. Please click on the red subscribe button and then click on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video you'll be notified. So let's just go ahead and prepare this yumminess. So these are the ingredients that I'm going to use to spice my goat meat. Basically, I have my onion, I have my ginger paste, I have 4 cloves of garlic depending on the quantity of goat meat you are using. I have my coriander seeds, my fennel seeds, and then I'm using Remy goat. Remy, please, you have to sponsor me for this because I really enjoy this Remy goat spice on my goats. So please, let's just go ahead. So I just went ahead and then added my onions first. I'm not going to blend this with water, so the onions is going to help this ingredients or spices to blend very well. So I just go ahead and then add it with my fennel seeds and then my coriander seeds. Guys, if you have not tried any of these spices, kindly try them. They are very natural and you can find them on the market. It's not difficult to find them. So just add your garlic and let's just go ahead and blend this goodness. So now we are done, and this is the mixture that we have. So we are just going to put it aside and then start with our Remy goat. The Remy goat is very delicious for goat meat, guys. Trust me, if you haven't tried it, please do. I haven't been sponsored or I'm not advertising for them, but then that's what I used and it was delicious for me. So we just go ahead and add our blended or our mixture. Guys, you realize that I'm not going to add every bit of it to this. I'm going to use some to steam the meat and I'll leave some. So please stick with me and know exactly what I did with the rest of this mixture. So you just go ahead and put it on fire. You realize that we've not even started boiling it, but then there is water. So now you see that there is water already in the saucepan because of the onion, because of the meat. So just cook this on a low heat, and just keep stirring it. The reason I'm doing this is I want it to marinate very well. So when you realize that the meat is now tender, it is not tough, you just take it out of the stock and we'll just go ahead and fry it. But please keep the stock because you are definitely going to use this stock to make the jollof. So now what I'm doing is I'm just frying the goat meat. Kindly make it dry, because if there is water on it or the stock is still fresh on it, that's when the oil splatters like mine is doing. I didn't have the time and the luxury to leave it for it to totally dry. So we just frying it like this. And at this point I'm just going to turn it for the other side of this goat meat to also fry. So basically that's what I'm doing. Guys, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, now what are you waiting for? These are very simple recipes that give you delicious taste, delicious outcome. Trust me, guys. That's why I share every bit of it, every bit of the ingredients that I use with you. So please, now it is ready. We just go ahead and then remove it from the oil. And you can see that this goat meat, is delicious. It's moist, but it's fried very well. It's fried to perfection. See, it's so delicious. This is where just control yourself so that you do not chew it. So now this is the remaining of the mixture that I used to steam the meat. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use it to flavor the oil again. Guys, I want this goat meat jollof rice to have every good flavor that it's supposed to have. So I used it to fry the oil for some time before I added the sliced onions. So let's say for about 2-3 minutes before I added the sliced onions. So now I've added my tomato paste and I'll also let it also fry for about 2-3 minutes before I add this particular mixture. So this is pepper, onion, garlic. Yes, basically this is it. And then I blended it, but you realize that the color of it is not too red because the onion was quite a lot. But do not let it be too much, said that your stew will be too sweet. So I added, I think, about 2.5, and then the garlic, I added actually a lot of garlic, and then I had this mixture. So you see, I'm stirring it for everything to come together, and then I allowed it to cook until I couldn't smell the fresh pepper. That's when I added the tomatoes. This is fresh tomatoes that I've blended basically. So now we just stir it for it to mix very well, and then you add your dried rosemary. This is dried rosemary. Normally I add it right after I've added the tomatoes, or some few minutes after. So this is Italian seasoning, Badia Italian seasoning, guys. This one too is so good. And then you add your shrimp tablet, any shrimp tablet of your choice. So we are going to stir it and allow it to be on fire till the oil forms on top of this particular stew. So let the oil come on top. So now you can see that there's oil on top, so it tells you the stew is almost done. And then you just go ahead and add your curry powder. This, you can use any other curry powder of your choice, but I do love this as well. So basically that's what you do. You stir it and then it's almost done. The curry powder should be the last that you add to the stew, because it gives it a very good aroma for the jollof, and also, you know, gives it good color for the jollof as well. So now that the stew is done, let's just transfer it into our baking bowl or our baking dish. Any dish that you are using to bake, you just transfer the stew into it. But you spread it very well such that the rice will mix with it very well. So this is my washed rice that I'm adding at this moment. So I'm just adding it, and then, you know, I'll stir it. But guys, my little tip here is you should know the type of rice for this recipe. This, whatever rice that you use, kindly make sure that you know how best to use it. The reason is you have to know the rice so you can control the water you will use to bake this particular jollof rice. So basically I'm stirring it to make sure that it mixes very well, very well, and then I'll just go ahead and add the stock. So this is the stock from the goats, from steaming the goat meat. Sorry guys. So I just added a little bit of water, you know, to the mixture, and then I had this solution. So now I'm going to mix it very well. The water should not be stagnant on another part and then the other part should be rice. No, make sure that you've mixed it very well, because this one you are going to bake it, so you have to get the mixtures right, you know. I was a mixy, you know what I'm saying, guys. So just take your time and let it mix. At this point you have to test your salt. Now that you've added the goat meat stock, you have to check your salt. So if you check it and you realize that you need more salt, just add it. I checked and then I realized that I needed just a little bit of it. So you can see that from the beginning I have not been adding salt to this, because I knew I was going to add the stock to this particular at this point. So now I've checked my salt and it's okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover it with the foil. I use the foil because it really, you know, traps the heat in the bowl for me. So that's what I use basically. So make sure that you tag the edges very well such that it will be sorry guys, you tag the edges very well such that, you know, the vapor will be stuck in the bowl for you. So I'm putting it in the oven, but my oven was already heated. So about 20 to 25 minutes, I brought it out to check on it, and guys, hey, it was hot. So please, when you remove it from the oven, kindly take your time before you open it, because it's very hot. So you can see the reason I was telling you guys to always check the water or know your rice for this particular recipe. You can see that when I removed the foil from it, you couldn't see any water being stagnant on the top. I don't know if I'm saying it well, but I mean it is cooked to perfection at this point, or it is baked to perfection, and that's what you want to see. If you open your jollof and you realize that there's water, then it means you didn't mix the water well for this particular recipe. So basically that's what I did, but I missed the footage here. I added these vegetables on top and then put it back into the oven. But anytime you are using vegetables or doing adding the vegetables at this point, I really want you to, you know, put some water in a bowl dissolve salt. Make sure the salt is dissolved completely, and then you just go ahead and then add the vegetables to it to give the vegetables flavor. You put it on the surface and you will really enjoy it. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hey Casa Baby, what are you waiting for? My family, my friends, please subscribe to my channel, okay? Help me grow this channel, and support me by sharing this video with your friends, with your family. This video won't disappoint you guys. Trust me, you will be very happy with this recipe when you try it, and you will always bake your jollof this way. So now my jollof is virtually ready. So what I'll do is I'll just add my goat meat on top and then serve. This jollof will give you, will let your neighbors come and visit you. In fact, they have to visit you by force, and even your friends. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.